So children, this rational number we are going to cover in this video. Before coming directly to rational number, let's have or understand some basic definitions related. First of all, natural numbers. So you all know that natural numbers always starts from 1 and followed by 2, 3, 4. It goes up to infinity. Then next we have whole numbers, children. In whole numbers only we have at 0. Then it has become like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It also goes up to infinity. There is no end of number, so it goes like infinity. Next is integers. So there are so many definitions of integers you can write, but basically what are integers? When we take all positive numbers and we take all negative numbers including 0. So this whole group together make integers. So let's have this definition. For example, group of positive numbers, negative numbers including 0 is called integers. So I'm going to show how you represent integers on number line. So this a number line I have drawn where this is 0 and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These all numbers are positive. So these are positive numbers. And on the left side we have -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So these all are negative integers. So positive numbers, 0 and negative numbers, this group combinedly called as integers. Next is fraction. The numbers of the form a upon b. Children, a upon b, when you write it a like this, so always you remember a is numerator and b is denominator, where a and b should be natural numbers. They should be natural numbers. So few examples I have written here. First is 2 upon 3. Here 2 is numerator and 3 is denominator. Another example is 11 upon 5, 100 and 100 upon 110, etc. So like this you can write so many examples. So let's move to the next topic. Now our next definition is rational numbers. So children, for rational numbers we have the numbers of the form a upon b, again where a and b should be integers, but there is one more condition, that here b should not be equal to 0. B means the denominator should not be equal to 0. So some example you see, it is first is 3 upon -4 and next is -6 upon 17. Next example is 2 upon 5, then 0 upon 1 and 3 upon 1, etc. I have written few examples for your reference. There can be so many examples you can write from yourself, but just one thing I want to say, that if you write 11 upon 0 or if you write 7 upon 0, so these both number are not defined or undefined. Because why it is not defined? Because what was our condition? Our condition was b should not be equal to 0. That means the denominator should not be equal to 0. But here in both the cases, both the examples, we have denominator 0. So that means these two numbers or another number also having denominator 0 are not rational number and it comes under undefined category. So next I am going to tell you standard form of rational number. Standard form of rational number. If there are few there are few methods which you have to follow when you have to write any rational number in standard form. So first of all we see that their denominator should be positive, first condition. Second condition is if HCF, that is highest common factor of numerator and denominator, should be 1. And if any number follows these two conditions or two rules, so those rational numbers comes under standard form of rational number. If there is some number which is not in its standard form, so we can write by ourselves it in standard form. I'll show you with some example. Let first say a number 15 upon -3. So right now it is not in standard form because denominator should be positive, but here we have negative denominator. So first condition, what we are going to do, first we will convert this negative denominator to positive denominator by multiplying -1 in numerator and denominator both. So what we will get? We will get minus 15 upon 3. So this condition is done. Now what we will do? We will convert this minus 15 upon 3 in simplified form. So 3 and 15. If we cut this, 3 1 times and 3 5 times. So your answer would be minus 5 upon 1. Now this is the standard form of 15 upon minus 3. So like this you can write any number in standard form. Now next is equivalent rational numbers. So here I am going to explain you how to find out equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational numbers are those rational numbers when we convert them in the lowest or simplest form, their value remain same. So that means equal rational numbers. In simplest words, you can see it as equivalent rational numbers. Okay, so children, here I have taken the example of minus 4 upon 5. Here in this example, I will show you how you find out few equivalent rational numbers of given rational number. Say for minus 4 upon 5. So when you multiply 1 upon 1, so you will get as it is minus 4 upon 5. When you multiply it by 2, what you will get? Minus 8 upon 10. And when you multiply it by 3, it is minus 12 upon 15. And further, you will get minus 16 upon 20. You may write so many. So simply you have to multiply it by same number in numerator and denominator. So here children, this and this all are equivalent rational number. Why? Because when you will convert this in simplest form, I'll show you with this. When you will convert minus 20 upon 25 in the lowest form, see it will cut by 5. So 5 times, 5 4 times. So your answer is minus 4 by 5 again. So again you started with this, you end up with this. So here this is the way to find out equivalent rational number of any given rational number. Children, next is I'll tell you how to compare two rational numbers. So comparing rational numbers, I have taken one example here, 3 upon minus 4 and minus 5 upon 6. These are random example. So here 3 upon minus 4 and minus 5 upon 6. So let's start this. First of all, we will convert the denominator same. We will convert them into the same denominators. Now first you can see this is against the rule of the rational number. Any rational number with negative denominator, firstly you will convert it in positive. So 3 upon minus 4, when you multiply it by minus 1, it can be written minus 3 upon 4. And then the other rational number is minus 5 upon 6. It is with positive denominator, so let it be. Then we will be finding out the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12, you know. Now we will convert minus 3 upon 4. What number we will multiply it so that its denominator becomes 12, which is the LCM. And similarly here for minus 5 upon 6 also, what number we will multiply it so that denominator becomes 12. So simply you all can answer 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So we got the answer 3. So whatever number we are multiplying in denominator, same number we will multiply to the numerator. So 3 times 9 minus 9. Here again in 6 what you multiply so that your answer is 12, it is 2. So same 2 you will multiply in the numerator as well. So it is minus 10. Now you can see this. It is minus 9 upon 12 and minus 10 upon 12. Now you imagine the number line which I told you. Now when you represent minus 10 and minus 9 on the number line, which will come first? Minus 9 will come first. So this is greater number and this is a smaller number. So hence we can write minus 3 upon 4 and minus 5 upon 6. So which is greater? Minus 9 upon 12 means minus 3 upon 4 is greater. So here like this you can compare any two or more rational numbers. Now under rational numbers, here I am going to tell you how to find out the absolute value. It is also very important term, children, how to find out the absolute value. So first is, it is denoted always by two vertical bars. It is like this, two vertical bars. When you see, you should be understood clearly that these are the symbol for finding out the absolute values. Now children, remember, absolute value is always positive. It is always positive. So to find out the absolute value of 4 upon 5, how you represent it? First you will write it in between the two vertical bars. It is 4 upon 5 as it is. Next, if you have to find out the absolute value of negative rational number, say for minus 2 upon 9. So first, you know that you have to write it in between two vertical bars. That is like this you will write. Then simply you will take out that minus 2 upon 9 out of those vertical bars and you write your answer as positive 2 upon 9. Simply, you only remember that always what absolute values are positive. Next is absolute value of 0 is always 0. So this was absolute value. I will show you one more example which you will find in your book to find out the absolute value of 3 minus 5. So how you will solve? Children, first you solve whatever terms given inside the bars. So you will write it as 3 minus 5 is minus 2, and then you will write your final answer as, when minus 2 will come out, it will become plus 2. So because your absolute values are always positive. Okay, let's move to the next topic, children, which is also very important, and you will find one or two questions from this topic always in your question paper. So this is representation of rational numbers on number line. Okay, so how to represent rational numbers on number line? I have taken few examples, children. First is to represent minus 9 upon 4. So you can see here this, you can convert this in the mixed fraction like this. Yes or no? 4 2 times 8, then 1 upon 4. So minus 9 upon 4. First of all, you convert, if it is possible, first of all you convert this rational number in mixed fraction. So this can be written as minus 2 whole 1 upon 4. Now children, please be careful. First of all, first step you completed here. Then you see this is minus 2. Minus 2 is the whole number, which tells you that this rational number will lie between minus 2 and next number is minus 3. So minus 2 and minus 3. This portion will come here somewhere in your number line. Okay, minus 2 and minus 3 will come here. I am writing it here. Now next is, we see this denominator. Here we have the denominator as 4. So this denominator tells us that this portion will divide in 4 equal parts. So let's do this. 4 equal parts means we will start always from right to left. So this is first part, second part, third part, and this itself fourth part. Fine. The last step is, now you see the numerator. Here the numerator is 1. So that means our rational number will represent on this first part. This part. You will write minus 9 upon 4. Clear? I hope it is clear to you. But let's take one more example, that is 7 upon 5. Again use 7 upon 5. You convert it like this. It will be one whole number, 2 upon 5. So this one number tells us that this rational number will lie between 1 and 2. That means in this space. Okay. Then this denominator will tell us that we have to divide this space in 5 equal parts. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, this itself. And now numerator part, numerator 2 will tell us that our rational number will lie on the second part, first part and second part. So this you highlighted properly, and here you show your 7/5 number. So like this you can represent rational numbers on number line. Just one last example for this number line. I have taken this example 4/9. So this also can be written like this in the mixed fraction, correct? So there is no whole number, so we can write it 0. And this whole number tells us that this rational number will lie between 0 and next number 1. So 0 and 1. So this is 0, and we will write 1 somewhere here. And now this denominator will tell us that we have to divide this portion in 9 equal parts. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 part itself. And this 4 tells us that our rational number will be on first, second, third and fourth part. So here you will represent 4/9. So this was all representation of rational numbers on number line. So let's children, next topic is finding rational numbers between two given rational numbers. So here you will understand how to find any rational number between two given rational numbers. Okay, so here two methods are there. First we will be understanding method 1 by using this formula. So here we are going to use this formula 1/2 bracket x plus y. Okay, in this I have taken this one example. Find a rational number between 1/3 and 1/2. So here let's say for x, here from the formula x is 1/3 and y is 1/2. So here required number between 1/3 and 1/2 is 1/2 according to the formula. Then you add x and y. So 1/3 plus 1/2 you have to add. So simplify the numbers which is under the bracket. So you take the LCM 6, then 2 plus 3, and when you will solve it you will get 1/2 multiplied by 2 plus 3, 5/6. Now simplify this, 5 and 2 6 times 12. So you got this number as your answer. So 5/12 is a rational number which will lie between 1/3 and 1/2, and you represent your final answer like this neatly. Okay children, that was very much clear. Now we will moving further to the second method of representing a rational number or more rational number between two given rational numbers. So here children we use second method if there are large numbers to find between any two rational numbers. Large numbers means suppose you have to find out 10 rational numbers between any two rational numbers given, or suppose you have to find out 50 rational numbers between two given rational numbers. So how will you do this? So this is the method, very simple one. So I have taken here second example to find 20 rational numbers between -5/6 and 5/8. So 20 rational number you have to find children. So it's a big number. So in those type of question we will be using this second method. So first is you will convert this with the same denominators, that is LCM of 6 and 8 is 24. Then you will convert these fraction with the equal denominator which is 24. You will 6 multiplied by 4 gives you 24. Here 8 multiplied by 3 will gives you 24. So we have two numbers with us, rational numbers, -20/24 and 15/24. So if you imagine the number line, you imagine that where you will represent -20 and where you will represent +15. So in between so many rational numbers you will get. So rational numbers lying between -5/6 and 5/8 are children, it is -20. So we will not take or include -20. We will start from -18, -19, -18, -17 and till 0. there are 19 rational numbers you will get, then 0 1 also. This only you will get 20 rational numbers here. Now here you can move till plus 15. So 1 upon 24, 2 upon 24 till 14 upon 24. So this is so many rational numbers, but you only have to write 20 rational numbers. So out of this, any 20 rational numbers can be taken for your answer. So children, this was the two methods for finding out one or two or some more rational numbers between any two given rational numbers.